Welcome to our video on the top 10 Isekai anime. Isekai, which literally means another world in Japanese, has become one of the most popular anime genres.
私の名前はエミリア。ただのエミリアよ。ありがとう、スバル。
These anime typically feature a protagonist who's transported to a parallel fantasy world and must figure out his way through new and unfamiliar territory while facing various challenges and obstacles. From epic battles to heartwarming moments, Isekai anime offers a unique and immersive experience for viewers. So without further ado, let's dive into our list of the top 10 Isekai anime that you don't want to miss. The first one on our list is Usually, a game update brings lots of new features and fun, but this series depicts a different scenario. Not just one player, but 10,000 Japanese young gamers suffered from the tragedy. They casually logged into the game, but it took them inside the game world where they are stuck forever. One of them is Shiro, a super smart student studying engineering. Unlike other gamers, he's not worried at all. Shiro has actually been playing this game for years. He's a total pro with a vast knowledge of the game's depth and complexity. He might seem like a typical introvert, cautious, thoughtful, and all that. But don't let that fool you. He's actually a total badass who's not afraid to take risks and fight for what he believes in. He might be socially awkward, but that doesn't mean he hates others. He's just fiercely independent. A lot of other beginner players team up with Shiro and follow his instructions to get out of the creepy world. The next one is
あなたたちの気持ち嬉しいです。
Losing memories is no less than trouble, but falling to another world. That's what's called bad luck. Poor Yuki finds himself trapped inside a fantasy world and doesn't remember anything except his name. Lucky for him, he was quickly found by an elf named Kokoro who became his guide to help him navigate the strange world. With Kokoro's help, Yuki learned the ins and outs of the world. While on their mission of battling monsters, they ran into Pekarin and Karel. They both have unique personality traits and exceptional skills. As their friendship progresses, they decide to create their own guild. Together, they will explore the world and encounter new challenges. Will they be able to uncover the secret behind Yuki's lost memory? To find out, you must watch the series. Another similar Isekai anime is a story about a dark game world called Grimgar, where a bunch of strangers found themselves without any past memories. They only know their names and nothing else. Here, not everyone has the same powers. The most capable fighters group together, while the weak ones are left behind. One of them is Haruhiro. He's just a nervous and shy individual with no promising skills. He teams up with other people like him and struggles together to survive in Grimgar. But they're forced to follow one harsh rule: kill or get killed. That sounds creepy though. Anyway, we also got a light series in our list. It's a fantasy series perfect for those who love action mixed with humor. The main protagonist, Kazuma, gets killed in an accident and meets the goddess Aqua. She offers Kazuma to continue his life in a parallel world, and he can choose one of several superpower items. Instead of those, Kazuma wishes to have Aqua as his instructor in the new world. But he regrets his decision soon. Aqua is actually quite dumb and useless. Despite that, Kazuma doesn't have any other option besides teaming up with Aqua and finding the fierce Demon King. Not all heroes wear capes. Some hold a shield instead. Let's witness the story of Naofumi. Along with Naofumi, 3 other Japanese citizens get summoned to a kingdom called Melromark. They're the chosen ones to save this world from the horrible waves that keep wrecking everything. Each of the guys gets a weapon to fight the waves, but Naofumi only gets a shield. The poor boy gets treated pretty badly by the other heroes and the people of the kingdom because his shield isn't very powerful. To make matters worse, he gets falsely accused of a terrible thing by someone he thought he could trust. With nobody to turn to, Naofumi ends up buying a slave to help him out. Together, they have to fight off the waves and protect Melromark. Will he be able to show his true strength and prove the accusers wrong? That would be an interesting journey to watch for sure. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. And while you're at it, why not hit the notification bell so you never miss a video? If you're looking for a new action series to watch, then I must recommend you
でもこれで終わりよ。
The story follows two-step siblings named Sora and Shiro who are known as Blank in the online gaming community. They're so good at playing games that they think real life is just like another game, but their lives take a turn and they actually land inside the game world. It happens when they get a mysterious message that transports them to the world of Discord. There, they meet a guy named Set who explains the world's rules before disappearing. He was actually the god of this dark fantasy world where everyone is living at different standards, and humans are considered here as the lowest species. Sora and Shiro join Elkia, the last remaining human kingdom. They also met Stephanie Dola, who's trying to regain his father's throne, but she's not having much luck. Sora and Shiro get really impressed by Stephanie's dedication and promise to help her achieve her goals. The series is definitely going to be a thrilling adventure filled with action, humor, and strategy. Alright, on to our next pick, and it's one that you won't like to miss. The main The next one is
風の加護。あなた妬ましい。
The main character, Subaru, is a young boy who spends most of his time at home. He suddenly finds himself landed in a fantasy world. As soon as he arrives, he dies while trying to help a new friend named Emilia. But Subaru comes back to life a few hours earlier than his death. He discovers that he has the power to go back in time after he dies. Subaru uses this power to help Emilia. She's a half-elf who wants to become the leader of the kingdom of Lugunica. Subaru is willing to help Emilia to become the queen and protect her from danger. He also makes friends along the way. But every time he dies, he feels a lot of pain because he remembers everything that happened before he died, but nobody else does. That's going to be an emotional roller coaster for sure. The next one here is
グリコ。ファミリーのよ。ダメ。無理だよ。
It's a perfect series for those who are bored with action series and yearn for a unique story. This series revolves around Urano, who's a complete bookworm. She's always wished to read as many books as possible, even when dying her wish was the same. Unfortunately, Urano is reborn into another world where there's no printing press and books are copied by hand. This makes them really expensive and only the royals can afford it. Urano takes the challenge for herself and decides to start publishing her own books. Last but not the least, it's
俺はこの世界で
The story takes place in an era of virtual reality games. Fans from all over the world are always looking forward to playing new and exciting VR games. That's when SAO launches and grabs the attention of hundreds of gamers, but it hides a dark reality. After a sufficient number of players log in, the creator removes the logout button and traps the players. They must pass all the 100 levels to escape this VR world. The worst fact is, if a player gets skilled in the game, he will die in his real life too. Realizing the danger, one of the players, Kazuto, decides to team up with other players. He's ready to finish the levels together to escape the creepy world. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Also, be sure to leave a comment below letting us know which Isekai anime is your favorite and why. Your feedback helps us create more videos that you love. Thanks for watching.